Hello, everyone. You hear Felix? It's the question.
What's up? How's it going, everyone?
Yes, we did it.
We did it.
We're professionals. I swear to God.
Oh yeah, no, we're seasoned.
We're seasoned, well seasoned.
Kind of chicken. Yeah.
What kind of seasoning? All right. Here we go. We're gonna go into our top three immediately. Top three seasonings.
Man, top three seasonings. I mean, dang. You know what?
I hit you with the hard one.
Yeah,
it's our first live episode. We have to go hard. We have to go hard.
This is crazy. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you can't go wrong with anything Cajun.
Cajun's good. Cajun's is solid.
I'm trying to remember some of the more specific names of things I've seen in my cupboards, because a lot of things just get labeled kind of generally. There are specifications underneath, but a lot of things I have in my kitchen are oh yes, use this if you want to make curry chicken or jerk or whatever other kind of thing, or this one is specifically for seafood. And I'm all right, cool, but what do I call you if I ever have to tell anybody what you are?
Right?
Yeah, so oh man.
Here, how about I hit you with three, and then that gives you a minute to process. All right.
For sure.
All right.
For sure.
Oh, I should probably say hello to everyone. Hello. You see, I'm going to stall for you for even longer, but I'm also stalling for a minute. Hello, everyone, and welcome to One More for the Road, a podcast of reviews, retrospectives, tier lists of video games, anime, and just anything that we enjoy. Welcome to the show. My name is Eric. I am joined by the amazing Felix. My amazing co-host Felix. I'm so glad you're back.
Yeah, honestly, being out for what was that, 3 weeks?
It was a while, man. It was a while.
Yeah, that time for one flew, but it also felt weird living through the past 3 Thursdays and not doing anything. I was what do I do with my life besides recover after anime? What do I do with my life?
Oh yeah,
we're finally back. We're gonna be locked in for a freaking minute. Hope you're excited for tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Going to be a good one. This is gonna be a good one. But yes, we're gonna be doing some Cold Steel character tier lists. But first, again, we have the hardest question of all. And again, welcome in everyone. Guardian, Dreadlord, Kevin, Cody, hello to all of you.
Yeah,
my top three seasoning. All right, I'm gonna hit you with this. 1, curry powder goes in everything.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Curry powder is powerful.
Yeah.
Number 2, and this is kind of cheating, but kosher salt.
Oh, you know what? No, I get it. Yeah.
The flakes. Just it's magic. That stuff is literal magic. All right.
Yeah, you're not lying.
You cook with it, and then you can crust stuff. You can flavor anything you want. I love it. And number 3, I'm gonna go. God, this is hard. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with red pepper, crushed red pepper.
Ooh, yeah.
Only because my dad grows it. My dad grows it.
Oh, that's cool. The more you know. Oh, dang, that's actually really cool. All right. I'll pick 3. So I've definitely got Cajun as my number 1.
Cajun's a good one.
Cajun's great. And then also, as of late anyway, I've kind of gotten back into adding cinnamon to a few things. So I'm kind of on a cinnamon kick right now. Yeah.
Let me tell you this, one of my secret sauces. All right.
Yeah.
If you take, and this is not really a secret, but I always make my hot chocolate. And I put cinnamon on top of it.
Yeah.
After I add
do you
milk.
add anything else?
I always do a little bit more milk.
Yeah.
On Bumpers, thank you for the follow.
Bumpers.
And I always add a little bit more milk to cool it down. And then I add cinnamon and I stir it with a stirring stick, and I try to make a pattern, but I'm it's been so long since I've actually been good at being a barista. It's really hard.
Yeah. So part of me finds that a little bit interesting, but I'm somebody who I like if I'm making hot chocolate, it's like all milk. So I'm assuming you're using like water for like a base on yours.
I do a 50-50.
Okay.
My
I
wife
mean, it makes
prefers it
sense.
when I
Yeah.
stew it with water,
Yeah.
and I do a 50-50.
Yeah, that
Just
makes
because
sense.
I'm afraid to microwave unless I'm taking the time to
Yeah.
actually make stovetop.
I was going to say,
And then
yeah,
I'll
that's
just
how I
like
prep mine.
I'll put milk in that, but I'm just always afraid to microwave. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no.
I would never. That is
Turned out great. Thank you
interesting.
very much, by the way. Yeah, this
Yeah.
we're doing we're doing two tier lists. The second one is only possible because Lord Navassa is amazing, and
Yeah.
I just asked my community. I'm like, hey, I need images from Cold Steel from the wiki, and I looked at Alan. Okay, I literally looked at Alan.
Yep.
And there was immediately unmarked CS3 spoilers.
That's nuts.
And I'm like, all right, hold on, we gotta back up.
Oh
Gonna
no.
back up. All right.
Oh
So you have
no.
cinnamon. That was your number
Yep.
2. So you have Cajun and cinnamon. What's your number
Cajun,
3?
cinnamon.
Number 3.
Oh man, I'm pressed. I actually had it. Hold on. I
I
literally like
distracted
I
him
got
with the hot
oh my
chocolate.
god, because this is something I actually used to add to like plain cereal whenever I would have it. Nutmeg.
Hold on,
Yeah,
cereal on nutmeg? Wait, nutmeg
like
on cereal?
so like for example, because this is something my dad taught me like when I was really young. So if I'm having just like a regular bowl of cornflakes, and those are plain, right?
Yeah.
Rather than any sort of like extra fruit or anything like that, I would actually sprinkle just like I would shave some nutmeg on top of it. And it was actually pretty good. I would low key say it was probably a better alternative than doing something else like adding like sugar or well, I don't want to say fruit because fruit's always like pretty good, I think.
Mhm.
Um but yeah, like
I,
rather than adding anything else to sort of like sweeten it, I guess.
I guess
Yeah,
that's
nutmeg.
fair.
Nutmeg is a solid alternative.
I Okay,
Yeah,
no,
it sounds
I'm
crazy,
picking up what
right?
you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting down with that.
Yeah. Give it a
That's
shot sometime.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Before we move on, chat, is the audio levels for everything more or less good?
Am I too loud, chat?
No, you
Let us
need to be
know.
louder. You always need to be. Your
That's
microphone
crazy.
does not have volume. I never understand it.
I'll peek at that real quick on the side and see if anything changed on my end, but I don't think so.
Sounds good to you? Yeah. No, it's crazy because I always look at the audio forms, and my audio form is always like maxed out, and then yours is like.
Oh, brief warning, like get ready to turn me down because
Never.
apparently my microphone is actually turned down right now.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Do
It dropped down like a lot more than it normally does too. So we're just gonna very slowly bring that to where it should be.
Just
which
crank
is
it.
here.
Crank it. Crank it.
He said crank it. Oh
Yep.
my god.
This is professional live podcasting.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh
Are
my
we good?
god! I can finally
So much
hear
better,
you.
right?
I can finally hear you. It's been
Holy
3 months. I
smokes.
just
I'm
never
gonna
said
fight
anything.
This microphone one day. Actually, I'm gonna fight Windows, but that's
Or-
also
oh
something
yeah,
for another day.
always fight Windows. Always fighting
Yeah.
Windows.
Freaking
Check my DMs for
yo.
Claire and Scarlet. I don't those two characters.
Oh, okay.
I think I'd have to make like another tier list.
Claire, I don't remember seeing Claire, but I definitely saw Scarlet on.
Yeah, Scarlet was on the thing. We only needed the characters that were in the What's It Do's. I think we got everything.
Okay.
Yeah, we got those two characters.
Okay, cool.
But Lord Navassa, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're the MVP.
Yeah, you are the MVP. I don't have cool sound effects. The wiki literally vomited everything, dude. Yeah, I just couldn't. Like I just didn't want to like keep running into unmarked spoilers.
Yeah.
Because can we talk about before we get into these tier lists?
Yeah.
I want to talk about the Legend of Heroes franchise and spoilers. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
As a content creator for this franchise, I am extremely happy with how like chats and like Twitch chats and YouTube comments,
Yeah.
they're very respectful.
Yep.
Of like first thing almost anyone asks. Okay, first thing I usually see for a new chatter is hi. Second thing is like, hey, what games have you played?
Yeah, they really check you for that.
They do. There is always the vibe check.
Yeah.
And God, I appreciate that. But
Yep.
I have seen literal, like, because so many little innocuous things can spoil stuff.
Yeah.
I literally got spoiled for parts of the end of Zero from a figure announcement.
Oh, right.
Because they announced a Ren figure.
Right.
And it was from post Zero storyline. And so it was Ren Bright. And I'm like, thanks. Thanks, Falcom. Very cool.
Yeah, and it's funny, right? Because, well, okay, I guess if it came from Falcom directly, I guess that's something else. Because I know, like Nice has been pretty cautious about spoilers in general, right? Like they've got like the puzzle that's all hidden away because Teehee spoilers, and I believe even
I bought that.
I could be wrong, but I do believe like even when Zero was coming out, like there were a few things like from even like the collector's edition that they like hid away. They were like, oh yeah, hey, you're getting this, but we're not going to show you a picture of it because spoilers for plot content. So yeah, they on this side they seem to have been pretty good about it, but maybe Falcom like, themselves not so much.
Well, I think it was it wasn't even like Good Smile.
Yeah.
Some other I forget who makes the figures. But like I was looking at a Gundam figure. Like I saw a random ad for a Gundam figure, and then like at the end of the article, they were like, "Hey, you like Gundam? You like Cold Steel? Here's a Ren figure." And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no,
it wasn't even like I was looking for that. I don't understand it.
Yeah, in a way, I got. Well, it's one of those like weird spoilers, I guess.
Pinbox spoilers.
I did. It was because of a voice actress announcement.
Oh,
and yeah. So like the English VA for Risha, I'd already been following her on Twitter. And so she announced like, oh yeah, hey, I'm going to be playing Risha Mao. And like, yeah, I saw that a little bit too soon.
Oh no.
just a bit too soon. I was like, oh, well, all right.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of VAs, do we want to talk about that?
Yo,
we talk about the Cold Steel anime?
Yeah.
So
the anime? Have you?
Yeah,
I haven't touched it.
I haven't touched it either, but there's like there's a small controversy.
Oh, really?
There is, and we don't normally cover this kind of stuff on the podcast, but it's live. We can do whatever we want now.
True.
It's our turn on the Nintendo.
Mom said it's my turn to play on the Xbox.
I feel like you do that voice better than I do.
I'm trying to get
so Reen Schwarzer's VA, Sean Chiplock, is not reprising his role in the anime because Crunchyroll doesn't want to pay union fees.
Right.
They don't want to pay properly. And that sucks.
That, actually. Yeah. That does suck.
Yeah. And I wish they would just pay him. And like, there's a whole thing we could get into about Crunchyroll. I'm not going to get into it. And if you want to argue about it in chat, don't, because we've gone over it on Discord like 20 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, the anime itself is fine. Has some pacing issues. Yeah, I've been told I have to wait until the end of Cold Steel 2 to watch it.
That probably makes sense. Yeah.
So I've been ignoring it. The only mod right now is begging us not to. Shout outs to Zig, my newest mod and most powerful.
Honestly, that's great. You ascended, Zig. Like the rankings literally shot. It's nuts.
The rankings are shot. Speaking of rankings, we have some characters. They're in alphabetical order because I was too lazy to reorder it myself.
And you know what? That's valid.
Yeah,
I noticed that actually while we were all rating. I was like, wait a second. I was like, Alvin's first, and then I realized right after that. I was like, oh, okay.
Denise, thank you for the follow. Very cool.
Yo, welcome in, babe.
Yeah, Zig can run ads. Do you know that? Do you have anyone?
Yes.
Do any of your mods have editor?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. It's powerful, right?
Sorry, not Kevin. Like 3 or 4 of them do, but
Holy
Majake's
crap.
over on mine. Majake's on mine runs ads. Yeah, I think I actually no, I lied. I think I think 5 people have editor for mine. And like they'll
Wow.
mostly
That's the
pretty much for the
difference.
same reason.
That's the difference between tiny little baby streamer
No,
and
no.
actual
It's not a
legend.
size thing. It's not a size thing. I don't want to hear any of that.
Square
Cease.
Enix sponsored streamer
Cease.
Felix
Today.
Wind.
There is no way. You're crazy.
Also, we're using the guest star feature for the first time, and it seems to be working.
Yep.
I
as
like
long
it.
As you're using Chrome and maybe a mobile device, because I believe it actually works on mobile too.
It does. It does.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
All right. So we have this tier list. All right, we got to lay down some ground rules.
All right.
First off, Tio's not here, so there is no S tier. All right, it's just gone.
Fair.
Boom. It's deleted from existence. However,
crazy.
There's no cops. Wait, baby, is Claire a cop?
Yeah, I guess second.
Count.
She has police in her title, right? Like, wait. Is she?
Jeez.
Because I know there were like a couple of
railway military.
actions.
She's railway military.
Railway military police. Yeah.
RMP. Yeah. Which is.
I was about to say that, and I was like,
word police.
I was like, am I thinking of like the more local like group, but no,
provincial army?
Yeah, the provincial. Yeah.
She's literally the cops. All right.
Yep,
So she goes. She gets to go into the cop tier. Got it. Understandable. We will do this alphabetical though.
Yeah.
And got a pretty solid one to start with. We have Princess Alphen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap her just up there just so we have somewhere to. What do you think? Think of Alphen.
I mean, I think she's a little too mature for her age. All right.
I'll agree with that. Some of the
yeah, and so like it kind of at points it made me very uncomfortable. I was just like, you are like just barely out of grade school. Like, should you be talking like this to anybody, like at all?
I mean,
like,
let's be honest. She is related to Olivia.
That is also true, right? So like, as God, especially like revisiting the game and everything now too, I'm like, oh, I see where you get it from.
Is Olivia
right?
not on this tier list? God, this. I should have made my own tier.
Oh dang. Oh yeah, I guess he's not. But I mean, okay. As far as any sort of like influence goes, she's a pretty good like enabler in some ways for Elise, or a good challenger for what Elise does, kind of sort of like add to the later end of the story, right? Like with just teehee, I'm fighting for your brother's affection, I guess. But even then, there are still like sprinkles of things I think where I was like, oh, okay, so like you're actually a little more interesting than you let on. Still, regardless, I would probably rank her at C.
I was like, yeah. I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah,
I think that she does have good chemistry with most of the cast that she interacts with. She has a good interesting interactions with them. Crushing on Reed is funny.
Yeah,
but like you could definitely see Olivier's influence on her,
absolutely,
more than you can see his influence on their younger brother, who's
yes
is not really important because he's barely exists.
That's also true. Yeah,
in one scene, totally,
pretty much. Yeah,
so, whatever. Like she's fine. I'm not a fan of the like precocious preteens.
Yeah,
trope.
It's a bit weird for me. Yeah,
but like it's a perfectly acceptable. Not bad by any means.
Yeah,
but there's nothing about her that I really. The C is perfect, right middle of the road.
Yeah.
We have a hard one right off the bat. Alyssa R. The R stands for Reen Schwarzer. R. Wait, Reinford. There we go.
Yep.
I had to think what the R actually stood for.
This whole time I thought you were just beaming.
I was stalling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I came around on
But
her. I came around on
yeah,
her by the end of the game.
yeah,
I'm gonna slap her up in the A tier temporarily.
yep,
She is the plot designated girlfriend character. Well, one of the two plot designated girlfriend characters. We'll get to her in a minute.
yeah,
Uh she starts out very heavy into the tsundere trope. They have like the meet cute, running into each other, and then the smoosh.
yep.
They have that scene in chapter 3, which actually is one of my favorite scenes. Like
Same.
looking back, it's like one of my favorite
It's a
scenes.
good
Chapter 3 is just the best
moment.
chapter.
It's beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
What do you think? What do you think?
Pretty much the same, to be honest with you. I was like, yeah, she plays her bit like very, very well, and the development even within like I guess her archetype, I
Yeah.
think was handled very well by the time things kind of hit the end. Like she really came into her own in many ways. She sort of like had that bit later on. If I think it's like chapter 5 when she kind of like more so I guess discovers kind of what she wants for herself, or at least she starts down that road.
That was chapter
Um,
6, I think, in Ruhr.
is 6? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. In
Yeah,
Roar.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
Okay.
chapter
6.
6.
Okay.
I
6.
only know
Uh,
that because I've been speed running this game.
yeah. Yeah. You know
Past
better
two
than me
weeks.
for sure on that now. So I did really appreciate those moments as well. Yeah, I would say like A. I think she's like great for what she is and what she contributes. Um, I find it funny, of course, just in some ways, I guess, like how kind of like the game tries to remind you like, hey, listen, we know that you're bonding with all of these people, but she's the one, like
He's
no
the
matter what.
one.
She's the one.
The R stands for Reen. That's why she's
Yeah,
embarrassed.
that's what it is. I really hope that like that's something that like in some way, like even if it's in like chest messages or something like that's something that gets realized in some way, like, oh yes, the R in her name stands for Marine. Like I need to see something.
So the achievement, her bond achievement, is the R stands for
The R stands for
romance.
Marine. Oh,
Which
okay.
is
Oh,
fine.
oh.
Close
Yeah,
enough.
I guess.
No TO. So S tier's been sent to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, no, we don't know who S tier is.
Yeah, we don't know yet. No one. We're gonna find someone, maybe.
Yeah,
But
maybe,
look,
maybe.
more information. See our Trails from Zero character podcast tier list podcast.
Yeah, you got to check
Whatever.
that out if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube channel. You can use YouTube command that, or if you're on YouTube watching this, just go to it.
Yeah.
Look, a card. Editor
right up there.
Eric, put a card in. Zig, please put a marker here. Thank you. Thank you, Zig. All right. Ange. I'm gonna hardcore put her in D tier.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro. Like, there's, like, I appreciate that we had.
Why is everyone so
no,
horny in this game?
No, that's really what it is. No, like, there's a lot of that in this game, and it's kind of crazy. Especially among like the super young people for some reason. Though I guess Angelica's older. Still, that being said, I do appreciate that she knows the title style. I do appreciate like that there's that like, oh yeah, hey, I'm connected to somebody outside of Erebonia.
Yeah, it's
That's
implied
cool.
that it's Kilika, right?
Yeah, it's implied
Yeah.
that it's Kilika. Given what we know about Kilika's story, anyways. So I think like that in itself is cool, but that's kind of like it. Like, sure, she comes around, she contributes to the festival and blah 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 blah, and it's like cool. But like, I think that's kind of like it. Because as much as I would love to say like, oh, she's got a cool motorcycle and she lets Reen use it. I mean, that's kind of also it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
there's nothing that really comes from that much besides like another bonding moment with other characters.
She probably has more going on in later games. I'm gonna assume he has this connection with like the beta class 7, which I'm gonna refer to as class 6 because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I feel like she's gonna have stuff going on in the next game, but like this game, she's basically Master Roshi.
Yeah.
But in a skin tight leather jumpsuit. which Master Roshi has worn, which is a completely different situation. That's wait, no. I take that back. It was a bunny outfit.
Yes.
I apologize. Yes. It was not made of leather.
Oh man, yeah, he really did that and said it was like the turtle school outfit.
The turtle school outfit.
Yeah.
That's like one of my favorite visual gags.
He put Goku and Krillin in it too, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fool. What a fool.
Launch comes out. She's like, "Are you sure?" And everyone's like, "Don't make fun of it." The best visual gags in Dragon Ball.
Agreed.
Celine. I'm sorry, I got distracted by two. Celine the cat.
You're good. Yeah.
She's a cat. Yeah. B tier.
Just instantly. All right, you know what? That's fair. You know what I'm saying? She's the only cat, I think, in the entire game. So, I mean, actually, no, that's a lie. I think there's like a side quest you hunt down some cats, right?
There are two.
There were two.
There are two cat-based side quests.
Yeah.
There's one in Ruhr.
Yep.
Where you find Mint's mom, Vanilla, her cat, and then there's one. Oh, where is the other one? It's definitely another one. I don't remember.
Yeah.
In Heimdallr, you find the girl in the OST district. Nono. The cat's name is Nono.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. I see. I remembered the Heimdall one. The Ruhr one, I didn't remember.
Yeah. I remember it because it was wrong in my speedrun notes.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, there's lots of cats in the OST. That place.
Noted.
Does not have a jukebox, therefore it's the worst OST. No,
also fair.
So actually, Celine would be S tier because of cat. Obviously, I love cat. But problem causes Reen's sister to be in danger in chapter 4, and that's unacceptable.
Yeah, withholds information right till the very end. Didn't even know. Well, when is the first time we like figure that she can kind of talk? Like, or I say kind of. When do we figure she can actually talk? Like
literally,
it's kind of in the middle.
Wait,
right? Because of an interaction with Emma.
Wait, us or Reen?
Us. I know Reen doesn't find out till the end.
I think it's real early. It's real early. It's like chapter 2, I want to say.
I was going to say like chapter 2 or 3, yeah.
I think it's
Oh, actually, yeah, definitely not 3.
Yeah, it's very early.
Yeah, it's got to be 2. Oh, shoot.
No, like and then like she speaks in green text. We go in chapter 4. We see Emma and the cat talking, and then Reen should understand that's what's going on, but he's an idiot.
Yeah,
we'll get to that in a bit. Right here, local idiot Reen Schwarzer.
God.
But yeah, she's fine. I love Claire. Unfortunately, she's the cop.
Yep. The cop tier.
I'm sorry.
Hey. Yep, there it is. The cop tier. Oops.
It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. I've definitely screwed up the color progression.
No, you're good.
Yeah, that works. Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's how it was actually.
Yeah. Again, professional podcaster. Professional tier list guy. Like what, my 20th tier list or something like that? I've done so many of these.
Only that. Yeah.
No, I like Claire.
Yeah.
She's one of the Iron Blood children, which is terrifying. It's a terrifying name.
That's a term we still got to explore. I mean, obviously, of course, in future games, but
I mean, Osborn's dead.
That's also true.
Okay, if Osborn's not dead, I'm gonna call shenanigans. That dude has a hole in his chest.
Dude, a whole sniper
that man has been aerated. That man was perforated.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's GG's
You
for
took
him.
an anti-tank rifle to that man.
Oh
What the
man.
hell? But
Oh.
like, no, Claire's fine. Like, as one of the Iron Blood children, probably like the most level-headed one of that trilogy of characters, trio.
Yeah.
Yeah, Felix and I are at the same point. He's
Yep.
seen like the
A
very
little bit.
beginning of Cold Steel 2. Otherwise, we've
Yeah,
played the
pretty
same
pretty
thing.
much. Yeah,
Because
like I've got my foot like a little wet.
someone
Yeah.
couldn't wait.
Yeah.
Someone hasn't been torturing themselves for a month and a half. Needs a video game company, please. I just need a shirt. I need a video. I'm sorry. I'm calm down now. Calm now.
Oh man.
No, I like Claire. She's fine. But again, cop.
Yes.
If she wasn't a cop, I'd
Yeah.
probably put her in B. Love
Yo,
the cat.
honestly, I actually feel like she's not, maybe she won't be a cop for long. I mean, Osborne's gone. What else is she working for? You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, obviously she's working for the people, da 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 da. But like, she's there to be a pawn for Osborne. Like, let's be real, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of wonder if maybe she'll have like a little like mini arc or something like that where she discovers a new purpose and you know pursues that, right? Like she does things a little more off the books, kind of
That
like
would be
we
cool.
actually saw her doing in Ruhr when she showed up at and you know lured Green to the to that bar, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so stuff like that. Like I feel like she'll do a few more things off the books, kind of.
God, she does dress up well.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And we didn't talk about this for Ange, but Ange had that dress in the finale as well. That threw me off.
Yeah,
I didn't recognize her at first.
Really? Oh,
straight
man.
up.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, I see how that could happen though.
All right, we're in our second big one. This I think is a slightly bigger deal. Where the hell do we put Crow?
That man is going straight up to A tier. He's dastardly in every way, both as a protagonist and the antagonist. But yeah, no, he's great.
I was complete 100% caught off guard by that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It was like I had no idea. I'm like,
I
okay.
remember your reaction to him, to that reveal. That was beautiful.
I liked Crow through the game as himself. He had the gambling addiction, was trying desperately to get as many people to play Blade as physically possible. They had after the bonfire scene. Oh, the Crow bonfire scene.
Yeah.
I love the fact that like literally one of the first interactions we have in the whole game is him swindling us.
Yeah, right. Oh, just good. Just good guy. Good character. Well, not good guy, good character.
Please keep a copy of this podcast. This is going to go up on the podcast channel, YouTube, podcast YouTube, and stuff. Great.
Yeah, it'll be there.
Yeah. But I like him. I feel like as well as C, Crow, the very hammy villain.
Oh yeah,
he loves doing that too.
Yes.
Like, though he did completely steal Zero's bit from Code Geass.
Oh
just gotta throw that out there.
Yeah, he did.
But like, I'm a big fan. Now someone is going to be like, but Eric, Code Geass came out after Code Steel, you idiot, you buffoon. And I'm going to be like, nah, man, he stole Zero's.
100%. They were both in, like, both authors were in the same room, you know, and one just copied the other one's homework.
Exactly.
And then the difference was that the other one then got to it faster.
They stole the same scene. They
Yeah.
had the exact same scene
100%.
in both shows. The unmasking
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
literally the same scene. And I'm like, what? How did this do that?
Yeah.
Don't call it a homage.
I wonder. I was about to say, yeah, I wonder if that's supposed to be like an homage or an homage, or if it's supposed to be like a
homage.
Yeah,
I have no idea how that word's pronounced either.
It's a funny word. I think it's homage.
Omelette. Homage.
Homage. Yeah, shout out Dexter. God, what a show.
Dexter's Lab was such a good.
Right? But yeah, no, Crow's cool. I mean, shoot, he freaking God, his weapon choices too. Like
The dual
he's a
gun. He's the best
yeah,
on-field unit, in my opinion.
yeah, agreed.
He has the double shot.
He's good. He is good. And then even as C, he had like the double-ended like
Oh
spear.
yeah,
Like I know
the
there's a better
Darth
word
Maul
for it, but
sword.
yeah, I was like, dang, dude, like you
He just
really
likes
like you
two
know what you're
things.
doing. And then when he was using, I forget the proper name, but the Azure Knight,
Oh
um
yeah, yeah, yeah.
he does was he also no, actually no, it was also a double-ended
Yeah, it was
blade.
the
I was like,
same
was he
thing
also
as
using a
his.
sword? But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
the same thing as his C
is the
weapon.
Sieg. Yeah. Like that's oh
Even has the
god.
same S
Hey,
craft.
you know what's funny? Like I actually should have been spoiled by it too, because I when I bought Cold Steel, I bought Cold Steel 2 at the same time.
Oh
Um
yeah,
and so, I opened up both of them and I looked at the Steel books and I was like, cool. Like, well, cool. Because if you've at all seen them, like Reen is on one, and then
hmm
for Cold Steel 2, Crow is on the other, and they're both in like sort of like these opposing, stances or whatever, right? Because they're supposed to obviously go together.
yeah.
Um and it was cool. And I was just like, oh wow, like neat art. Like whatever, cool, neat art. I don't know what any of it means because I hadn't played either one of the games yet, but I was like, neat art. But
That's
at
one of
no
the
point did it
things.
ever occur to me. Yeah.
That's one of the things I really like about this series is there can be spoilers that are like really subtle in art,
Yeah.
but like because you have no context for it, the spoiler doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Um, and it's really cool.
Yeah, yeah, exactly that. And notification, yes, the exact same phrase. You know which one.
I don't know, and so
Yeah,
I'll have to go look
I
up
gotta
that
show
art.
you those. I gotta show
Uh,
you those. I know the
all right.
webcam is like tiny right now, so another time I'll just take a picture or something and show you.
Just DM
Um,
me a picture. It's fine.
yeah, literally, I'll show you.
Elise.
Oh God, yeah, it's just cool, just cool.
He's still thinking about art. I'm trying to move on because we have so many characters to get through.
True.
Reen's sister, Elise Schwaza.
Oh my god.
Um, First off, best little sister in the game.
I guess.
There's only
She's
two
a pretty good little
options.
sister.
Wait,
Yeah, I mean that's also true. Yeah, she's definitely the
Milliam?
better of the little sisters.
Is Milliam count?
Nah,
Nah. All right. And
nah.
Elise is what? Elise is fine. I think she's a perfectly like she fits the little sister crushing on her brother trope very well. Does that
Yeah,
extremely fine.
very well.
I'm gonna personally bump
Yeah.
her down to C though.
Yeah,
I just thought
like
about that. I'm like,
yeah,
like she doesn't
like
really.
between the two of them, she's a lesser offender, I would say.
Okay,
But
okay. Hold on. There is one major thing with her.
yeah,
She has in chapter 4, like, Celine the cat brings her down to the door,
right,
and it opens for her.
right.
And I'm wondering what that like. Obviously, like they're
Yeah,
said that Reen and her do not have a blood tie. They're not
right.
blood related by blood, which is why she
Yeah,
crushes on him. And it's okay.
you're right.
Okay. Um,
Yeah,
and but like, what does that mean?
right.
Because Reen has the plot relevant scar tissue or whatever,
Yeah, exactly.
which I wonder if Crow has that because we never see him without a shirt.
Also true. Yeah, that is a good question. But I remember us
He also
talking about it a little bit in our discussion as well about Elise.
uh-huh.
And how like we're sort of like theorizing like maybe she's also like an awakener or
Mhm.
something where it has like some sort of a significant connection to these things, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know. We might have to learn something more about like the Schwarzer line, but the
Yeah.
family that itself doesn't really seem to be all that big of a deal, at least not according to Reen. Um,
Yeah.
and I mean, actually, even some of the other people in society, like they'll be like, "Oh yeah, your dad's a nice man," but that's kind of it.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we don't
yeah,
know a lot about their family. But
yeah,
we'll get to
no,
it, I guess.
Right.
All right. Elliot.
Mr. Craig. Well, one of the Craigs.
Fine.
Yeah, he's okay.
Like, he's the designated best friend. Like, here's the problem. Here's the actual problem.
Yeah.
Is a lot. This game has entirely too many characters.
Yeah.
And it does a good job at giving us good in-depth look at a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there are literally side characters in this game. It's more character development than Tyon got in Xenoblade 3. And that he was one of 6 main characters in a 120-hour game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we have
for anybody
yeah.
who is like a Sonic fan at all in any capacity, or just knows the relationship of Sonic and Tails. Like, Elliot is very much like a Tails. He's there. He's pretty smart. He's very sensitive. And like, he's got like his own like sort of like skill set, I guess, right? His unique contribution being like one of the, I think he's, oh, well, I was about to say he's the only one, but no, he's one of 2 people in the entire class who uses an orbital staff, right? And those are looked at as pretty like, otherworldly types of weapons, right? So cool.
I love how his one thing that could have made him really unique, other than like, oh, I'm a musician,
right?
Something that Emma does,
right? Like, if he was the only one, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you know what, Elliot's like super cool. Like, he's the only one with this thing. Like Machias with the only one being like the one with the gun, like, or at least until Crow comes around. But
well, he's a shotgun, and Fee's got guns.
Yeah,
he's got those gun swords.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's also true. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
but yeah, like Elliot very much is that the entire time. Like, he's just sort of like that second. Well, I would even argue not even second fiddle, but to the main character. Like, he is the right hand man. He is there for everything, and that's kind of just it. And he gets obviously that little moment of attention, right, when like his family starts, getting introduced into the story and stuff, and like that's cool. It's nice to see. Obviously, it like further humanizes an already humanized character. But yeah, like, he's just kind of still okay throughout it all. Like, he's the most maybe like normal out of everybody, probably.
He's very much like the everyman, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah, right. Like, you definitely need that where everybody else is also so colorful. You need that sort of
just kind of the normal
like,
guy to be like, what is wrong, man? What is happening?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
His family's not on this tier list, so
right.
We could talk about them now.
Yeah.
I love the fact that his sister and dad are like extremely affectionate. I'm a big fan of that.
It's nice. It's nice to see.
His dad, like, going from super stern, intimidating looking guy to seeing his son and be like, my boy.
Yeah. That was good.
That was tier 1. Olaf Craig is a tier 1 character. I'm a big fan of him.
Great.
But like, I really appreciated like all of chapter 4 getting to interact with Felisa.
Yeah.
Fiona. And seeing his dad twice in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Shout outs to Olaf, who could just stand perfectly straight while riding on a tank. Dude's a legend.
He is. Oh, he is.
Could have been Cassius. He could have been cool like Cassius.
He really could have been. Just turn him into a bracer. He'll get there.
We'll figure it out. Surf on tanks. I'm legitimately surprised Cassius never showed up.
Likewise.
Dude loves to kill Steel. Dude
I guess
loves
more properly,
to kill Steel.
we should be glad that we missed him, because he was there.
Oh my god. Was he?
Right? He was. That's why he was missing in the first game. He was in Erebonia.
Oh yeah, but that was like a while ago.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
Missed him.
Yeah. That's true. Because during this is taking place during the back half of Zero into the first half of Azure.
Yeah.
And so he's in the military right now.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. All right. Well, there's your obligatory Cassius Bright exists and we hate him.
Yeah.
Emma.
I love Emma. You put her in D. There's no way.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
she
figure out where to put her.
I would probably
Here's my
argue
thing
B.
with Emma.
Go ahead.
I love Emma. Emma
Yeah.
speaks the green text,
True.
but she literally will never explain anything. She almost explained something, thought about it for a second, and then is like, no. And then one time, all right, this is Reen's fault. One time, she's like, actually, Reen's like, hold that thought. Adventure.
That's fair, right? That's extremely fair. But
like, she's got something going on. Like, she's obviously got something going on. And
but I think she's a less she's a lesser offender than Celine kind of is for this, like for similar reasons, like just like holding plot to herself.
Yeah.
And unlike Celine, she still at least contributes to the solution for whatever they're facing, even if she is withholding information. Celine doesn't do that. Yeah,
no, Celine, I mean, Celine is a cat.
I mean, sure, but for how much longer? All right, because we're dealing with Magic Cat.
All right, yeah. If she doesn't turn into a magical girl, if she doesn't turn into a magical girl, I'm just hanging up my hat. I'm gonna take this hat right here. I'm gonna hang it up on the hook over there. Then I'm gonna take it down because it's like my favorite hat, and I'll probably be wearing it. But
yes,
but I need to know that people will know that I will do. But yeah, like I like Emma. Emma's nice.
Emma's great.
You know what? Emma can be a B
tier. Yeah, let's go.
There you go. She can be in front of the cat, though. I hate the cat.
Go.
I like Loki. The only reason this cat's in B tier is because she's a cat. Now we have the hard question.
Yo.
Obviously, B's up in A.
She's great.
Right?
Yeah.
But is she S? And I don't think she is.
I was about to say, like, it really depends on, I guess what you find humorous, right? Because I think a lot of people could get behind the whole, haha, teehee, she's so lazy. You know, like, I think a lot of people actually kind of gravitate towards those kinds of characters. I do agree with you, though. She's definitely, like, A. I think if she did all of the things that she does in Cold Steel, and then was also, like, in some ways, like, a more significant player in a similar way to how we see like, you know, Emma, maybe even Elisa to some degree, not so much like Crow level, because obviously Crow is like kind of the tippity top along with like Osborne, probably, right? With like then I'd be like, oh snap, like not only is she all of these things, but she carries like a big part of plot, which again, like later on, I'm sure there's probably going to be something considering what we learned about her in Cold Steel 1.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm like, like you're just kind of perfect in the package that you were given to us, and I wouldn't like you're not the above and beyond, so I wouldn't say yes.
Chad has something interesting. He and Alphen have the same VA.
You know something? I can hear that. I can hear that.
I haven't heard Alphen's voice recently enough to be able to tell you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah, I'm like playing it back in my head. I'm like, you know what? Like I'm remembering how kind of like high Alphen is, and then Fee is obviously a little more slower and slightly like dulled down, but there's definitely something there. I'm like, yeah, you guys sound the same. That makes sense.
I know Fee is a lot of people's favorite.
Yeah. Oh my
Fee
god.
And Laura. Yeah. Fee and Laura are like the two that are like most people's favorites, I would say.
Yeah.
I like Fee a lot. I think that her development in chapter 4 really good. I think that her side stories with the flower and the gardening club in particular were good as well.
Yeah.
But like I'm not. She's not my favorite.
Yeah, you're not like blown away by her.
Yeah, like I love everything she's a part of in the story. She's there's nothing that elevates her.
Yeah.
Like I'll probably put her at the top of this A tier.
That's fair.
I might bump Crow up
Yeah, that's also fair. Pro
one,
over
but
Alicia for
like,
sure.
but like, she's pretty good. But like,
Hmm.
I don't think she's
Yeah,
my favorite.
yeah.
Um, Speaking of things that aren't my favorite,
Not a big Gaius guy, huh?
Gaius, Gaius is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
He,
I do wish Gaius did more. I love everything he is. Like my username is literally Felix Wind. He's like,
Mhm.
this the wind this. I'm like, wow, cool, man.
I
Like do
know.
your
I
thing.
like his bit. I love his bit.
Yeah,
Like
love
I
it, love
love
it. Even
like
his
chapter
weapon, like
three.
cool.
Chapter
Yeah,
3, we get to meet his family. We get to meet all his old friends. We get a lot of information about the Nord Highlands. Like
yep.
they just really fit him into this really small box of like weird nomad dude.
To kind of like bounce off of what you said too, I would also say in a way that works against him, right? Because he's
Yeah.
the piece that's fitting in as opposed to pieces going around him, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Like
yeah,
he's there to fill a role. Not
yeah,
he is there and there is a role there for him to fill.
exactly. Yeah,
Um and I 100% agree with that. That's way better than
right.
how I was going to work.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. The way you worded it initially, I was like, yeah, you know what? That makes perfect sense, right?
And
Like
and
he's a
actually
reactionary character.
And
Yeah,
actually, notification. I'm gonna disagree with something Chat just said. This is chapter 3
yeah,
is all Gaius. No, chapter 3 is about the Nord Highlands.
right. They're important. They're
Gaius is
important to
just
Gaius, but
from the Nord
yeah,
Highlands, and so he
yeah,
gets to
exactly,
be part of it. But he's more of a narrator, not an active force.
exactly.
Where Alyssa and like a lot of the chapters focus around one or two party members. So like
Right.
chapter 4 is pretty busy, and we get like Elliot, Laura, and Fee all have major character development in chapter 4.
Yeah.
Chapter 6 we have Alyssa. Chapter 1, I don't think anyone. I think
Chapter
chapter
one,
1's
like,
just still just set up.
yeah, I was about to say chapter
Chapter
one is just sort of
2,
like
but
brace
like
her.
chapter 2 we have like Eustace and Mark.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
but like chapter 3, I feel like Alyssa gets more screen time than Gaius in chapter 3.
Honestly, yeah. Especially considering we get the introduction to Gwen there as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we get more Rhineford nonsense in chapter
Yeah.
3 than like yeah, like cool, like Gaius's family's hosting and he gets to wear the cool outfit for like a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. That is kind of
Like
it.
and then he
Yeah.
just like tells us, "Oh, there's a rock. It's a cool
Yeah.
rock." And then
They
but like
yeah.
the Nord Highlands are the main character of chapter 3. And like if
Yeah.
Gaius got some freaking screen time,
Yeah.
he would be a cool guy,
Yo.
but they didn't let him do that. They just kept
'Cause
him in his box.
they like allude to a little thing with him, and unfortunately this particular detail did get spoiled for me, but they kind of like allude to the fact that like somebody significant was with him when he was a kid and basically taught him everything he knows. And
Yo,
yeah, and then they just leave that there, and it's like, okay, are we
great.
coming
Hold on.
back to this at any point, or yep.
My cat found a paper bag from my grocery
Oh, I see.
shopping, and I'm like, what the hell's this noise?
Nice.
Um,
Can barely even hear it on this end, by the way.
that's perfect. That's great. That
Yeah,
means my
literally,
gain
like, I
set
can't even-
set up correctly. Gaius'
Yeah.
masters go. We'll find out.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, I can't wait to find out like who he is. If he's somebody we've met before, like in
Yeah.
obviously previous games. Yeah,
George.
George is all right.
George is fine. C tier's
Yeah.
getting real busy.
I was about to say, I feel like considering like D tier is there, and then who is there right now? Good old Angie over there. I'm like, I don't think like much of anybody else is gonna end up in that tier. To
I
be
feel like
honest.
C tier is just gonna be real busy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're gonna have like Gaius and Elliot kind of guarding the little sister complex.
Yeah.
And then this is, oh my god, this is our Gilbert.
Oh.
This right here, Alfin's our Gilbert. This tier list.
Oh man, you're right.
Oh no!
No.
For those of you who don't
Oh,
know, when we did our first chapter and second chapter tier list for Sky, Gilbert was literally the like gatekeeper of A tier.
yeah,
Because
the
you had to think
measuring
about, is
stick.
someone cooler than Gilbert?
Right.
And a lot of people failed that vibe check. A lot of people failed that vibe check.
God, what a good tier list.
Nobody's better than Gilbert. Don't you dare lose to him.
Yeah. Wait a second.
But yeah, George is fine. He's practically a non-character, though.
Yeah, also true.
Honestly, I'm willing to shove him into D. Like,
I mean, it would make sense, right?
He's like, I'm the mechanic friend. I got to hang out with cool characters. That's his bit.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Yeah.
That's everything we have with him.
That's it.
Done.
He doesn't.
He likes pie.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
surprised you even remember that. To be honest, I
bought 99 of his favorite pie.
What?
I bought 99 of that pie, so when I was doing my speedruns, I wouldn't have to think about it.
That's funny.
Cost 180,000 Mira
Holy.
in pie.
Dang. In pie. That's nuts.
Look, man, I have so much money in that game, it doesn't matter.
That's fair and very true.
Second chapter right now, Gilbert and his S-Craft. Yo, Gilbert's S-Craft is legend.
Oh man.
Nothing can defeat. Speaking of Gilbert,
Yeah.
or Gideon, there we go.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't
he
think
might as
about
well
it.
be a Gilbert.
Gwenter,
Related?
off-brand Gwenter.
God. Honestly, I mean,
This is my blazing hot take.
yeah.
He's the best of the non-C members of the Imperial Liberation Front.
That is
Because he literally
like, we get
rage
the most
quit
of
this
him.
game. He literally rage quit this game to go be a character in Trails to Azure.
I mean, true. Yeah, no, he yeah, like okay, putting it like that, he definitely is like the most present out of the other three. Yeah. So but I'm like, is he like still, would I put him in C basically? Because there's no way he's going.
Is he
above that, I don't
cooler
think.
than the little sister complex? That's the question we have to ask ourselves today.
Oh man. God, I don't think.
What have
he
we
is.
done?
Oh yeah, we made a mess.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
I don't think
He's
he is
definitely
either.
smart.
Yeah.
Halved out of this game. He's like, I cannot beat these kids. Surely the police cannot stop me in Crossbell. He
Yeah,
said,
he-
the fool.
God, only to die like like a month or something later.
I think he dies whatever the like big explosion is early.
Oh,
I don't remember.
Right.
I don't remember the order of operations because we know a lot of nonsense happens in Crossbell.
Yeah, a lot does
Like-
happen in Crossbow. I'm trying to remember if we do know the circumstance behind his death, but
I feel like we hear something happen.
yeah. He dies in
And-
Crossbow. We don't know the circumstance yet.
We don't know the circumstance. All right, that's fine. I'm like, we know
Yeah,
a
just that-
few
just that he's
events that
dead.
occurred, only that he dies.
Yeah.
That's fair. But no, he's fine. He had the bone flute. He summoned the bone dragon. Let us not forget it.
Yep, and the evil spider.
Play Trails to find out it's true, and
True.
and use the merch command.
yeah, lock in.
Some Play Trails to find out merch.
I love that, by the way.
I'm such a fan of that. I'm so glad I ended
Yeah.
up making it.
Yeah.
Oh, and we didn't talk about at the beginning how there's one more for the road merch too. Very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
we'll touch on that. Yeah.
Anyway, Irene,
Irina. Yeah.
Arena, yeah.
Like she's, like
She's the strict mom. Like,
yeah.
look,
the
she
strict and impartial
literally
mom.
says, all right, and I quote, "Time isn't something you find; it's something you make." And then why doesn't she make time for her daughter?
Yeah, I was about to say.
She literally does
That's
that
funny.
and then blows off her daughter.
That
And
is
I'm like-
funny.
Sorry, I get upset about
No, I understand.
I don't like the bad mom characters.
Yeah, it's a frustrating situation for sure. I I think placing her in D does still make sense. Like
Talk to me. Convince me of things.
see, it's odd because it's like I feel like in some ways, like, okay, like Angelica and George literally do have supporting roles, right? Like they literally assist you in various things throughout the story. And Irina is just sort of there at the, like, in a way at the beginning because she like helps found the class, right?
Mhm.
And she's been like funding things behind the scenes, whatever, at least for Elisa. Um, and so I'm kind of like, okay, well, like she does still have like influence. In that sense, she still does have presence, despite what she said and what we're physically seeing her doing. Um, so like in my mind, like I'm like, well, I would consider her still like better than Angelica and George. But then I look at who we haven't seen. I'm like, okay, but like, Gaius.
Does she go
Elliot?
up here? Yeah, like
Right? Like I guess she'll be the highest D, I guess.
I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. I am
Yeah.
finding that extremely serviceable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yo, my favorite spoiled yet not spoiled kid.
Oh, dude, really? All right, before I
Yo.
move him, where would you put him?
I'd probably put him in like B. He contribute. I think he kind of contributes in some like major ways where he needs to, and then otherwise he's just kind of there. Like he's like bottom of B, like for sure. I wouldn't be like, oh, he's better than Emma. Like I wouldn't dare try to preach something like that. But I came to really like him. Like similarly to Elisa, he actually did grow on me by the time the game ended. I was like, you know what, like Eustace, you're a pretty damn all right kid. Sucks what happened to you, but like you seem to be taking that into your own hands, and I do kind of like that. Like you're trying to sort of break your own, like, I guess break the expectations, and I guess your, at least for your family, your own standards of how you kind of look at the rest of the world. um yeah, I like Eustace. You're not a fan of Eustace, huh?
I'm
Where would
not
you
a
put him?
fan. He is my least favorite Class 7 member.
Yo,
He's
that's
my
crazy.
least favorite.
Yo,
I pick up what you're
I guess
putting
somebody's
down,
gotta get
though.
bottom.
He does have character development,
Yeah,
but I think he has the least.
that is probably
Okay,
fair.
here's the problem. He starts as an extremely judgmental person,
Yeah,
extremely
Mhm.
off-putting, and he does some of those edges do get sanded off.
I would argue that it's kind of instigated at him though, right? Like he was literally quiet until Machias was like, "Excuse me, Instructor Sarah, I can't be in a classroom with a bunch of stuck-up hedonists who da 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 da." And so Eustace meets him to challenge him on that, right?
I guess
Like
that's
I would say he
fair.
reacted to that,
But
as
the
opposed
problem
to like he
is,
thought that out.
I guess he reacted to that, but like he still acts that way outside of his interactions with Mark.
I guess.
Like his first Bond event in the library, all
Yeah.
him just being like, well, I'm just sitting here reading because I have nothing better to do. I'm not going to interact with anyone. Like literally the first thing, it's like, hey, we just live next to each other. You don't have access to me. We are not friends.
Right, but yeah, that's when he still has that edge on him for sure.
And then he
for
still
sure.
he carries that
He carries it the
the
entire
whole
time.
game.
Mm,
Like, I get it. Like he's had a pretty crappy noble upbringing.
right.
He's still
I
rich
just-
beyond the dreams of avarice, but like,
Yeah.
he had a
I
bad
just
dad,
think
a
of-
manipulative brother. Like,
Right. Like I just think of like the moment where, like, Patrick is trying to like recruit Reen, and I think there's two incidents, I think, where Eustace kind of interjects when Patrick is trying to like lay whatever kind of influence he's laying on, whether it be
yeah,
like
but that's
him
also
trying to
Patrick.
bully Reen or right. But like,
But no,
but,
okay,
like,
okay, I get what you're
if
saying.
You're
I
like
get what
a
you're saying.
stuck up. Yeah, right. Yeah, you see it. I'm like, if you're a stuck up noble, like you wouldn't even get involved, right? You're just kind of watching and be like, "Ha, sucks to be you, like stuck in the middle the way you are, Mr. Schwarzer."
I guess that's fair. I see that. I saw those interactions as they're both members of one of the great four houses,
right.
and
He's
just
kind
kind
of trying to be
he's
like
kind
a
of
rival to the
holding
other house.
territory. He's
Right.
like, no,
I
Arena's
can
in
see
my
that too.
camp.
I could see that too. I didn't read that as what was going on, but I see exactly how that looks like that.
I think that I just have a much more negative opinion of it.
And that's fair.
General.
So where would you put him?
He's my least favorite Class 7 member. I'd put him at
So
the
you
bottom.
put him like bottom of C?
But like you do have points. You do have points.
Yeah.
See, this is why there's two people
absolutely.
here.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable putting him at the bottom of B.
That's
because
fair.
I do think he does have a lot more going on than the Sister Complex Club.
Yeah, 100%, right?
Yeah. And
bottom of B.
But like, I just don't like him. And that's fair.
I
think that's fair.
He comes around on you soon.
Yeah. I do too. I really hope.
I think it's fair that you have the opinion of him that you do have, because like especially
I think it's a valid
first
read.
Impression. Like that first impression of him, like it is laid on thick. And
him
again,
and Mark,
like he persists.
Yeah. Him and Mark have the worst first impression, in my opinion, in the game, and I think that's on purpose.
Yeah,
but like,
absolutely.
I don't know, man. Acceptable.
So funny enough, like because we're talking about like development and stuff. Where would you put Laura? Like, what are you thinking there? All things considered on her character.
I like Laura.
Yeah.
All right. I don't like Laura as much as most people do.
Okay.
I think that overall her character grows in very subtle ways. She doesn't have a lot of large character growth. She has a lot of small character growth.
Absolutely.
Her main thing to overcome is kind of, she has this like prejudice against Fee.
Yeah.
That she has to overcome, and she gets over that in chapter 4. And I appreciate that. I think it's a good moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that overall, she's a really good character. She's also, like, gameplay wise, probably one of my favorites, because she just does comical amounts of damage.
Yeah, oh god, gameplay wise, she's amazing. Yeah.
I'd probably put her up here with Fee.
Yeah.
Like, because they are kind of linked in my head.
I get that. I definitely.
I don't know, man. She'd be better than Crow. She's definitely A tier for me. It's definitely A tier for me.
I can see in an argument like where obviously like somebody might say she's better than Elisa, because Elisa is to the bit like she's very textbook, right? And then Laura, like you said, is also a little more subtle. Not fully explored yet, but in the moments where she is sort of like at the forefront of things, like I do agree that she really shines.
I love that she is basically like lifelong like platonic sword buddies.
Yeah.
I love that for her.
Yeah, it's good. I can't lie.
They study the blade.
Yeah. I'll let that one sit.
Yeah. Like, what do you think, man? What do you think, though? I feel like you're a little lower on her than I am. I feel like this is another one of our divergence points.
And it's crazy because, like, for all of the reasons that you love her, I'm also like, yeah, like she's great, but I would like have sat her at like maybe like the top of B, which is crazy because then I look at Elisa again, right? And I'm like, but
do we need to move Elisa?
I don't think so. And
I don't think so either.
Crazier, right?
Yeah, right.
No, I would say, yeah. No, leaving her there probably makes the most sense.
Okay, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Carl, where do we put him?
Carl?
I love Carl.
Carl's great.
Carl is great.
Yeah.
I'm willing to put him like.
Yeah, that's a good spot.
He's the best parent in the game.
He is.
By a country mile, he's the best parent.
Yeah, he's a good freaking dude.
The only thing, and I feel like I might judge him a little less harshly about this later. The only thing I don't like about him is that he hangs out with Osborne, and I don't know, like, because okay. We don't have, no, we're getting into Osborne now. We're jumping the line. So Osborne's an A tier, right?
Yeah, he's A tier. Oh, yeah.
But, like, he's a villain, right?
Yeah.
But, like, Carl.
Yeah.
right?
Like,
But like
yeah.
who the hell's the villain? Like everyone's the villain. Like
It's
the villain,
interesting, right?
the noble faction's the villains. Everyone's the
Yeah.
villains.
Literally everybody. Yep.
The terrorists are the villains. There's so many villains.
Yeah. It's literally you versus the world. Like it's crazy.
Now he's got a giant hole in his chest. I would have
Also
sworn up and down he was going to be like the final boss of this quadrilogy.
I would have thought so too. Yeah.
But like
right?
now I don't know.
Like we take you down for good, but
like, he sounds like this game. Okay, so like Sky Trilogy sets him up, and Sky Trilogy and Zero set him up to be this big villain.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this game, he's practically a protagonist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it's wild.
It's nuts. And I guess that's kind of crazy, right? Like how perspective really like changes things up. Like
I know. That's something I love about this series. I love this.
Yeah.
I love this series so much because take something that you thought you understood, completely twist it on its head.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
10 out of 10.
Great.
11 out of 10. But no, Carl's great. Sorry, I just had to talk about Osborne for a second to talk about Carl.
These two are also linked. Yeah.
Yeah. And I love Carl. He's like the most normal parent. He likes coffee. I like coffee.
Yeah.
Looks good. I thought he was Dudley.
Yeah.
I thought he was Dudley. I'm like, yo, what's Dudley doing here? He's gonna kill us with his big gun. Kill us with his punches. Thank you, healing punch dad. Very cool. Now Carl's great. Mark.
Carl's great. Oh, shout out Mark.
Dude, all right, hold on. Now, Felix, I don't know how much of my playthrough you saw.
I saw quite a bit of it.
So you know how I felt.
First playthrough. Yeah.
You saw how much I hated Mark.
Yeah. Yo.
I'm gonna put him in B.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree with that.
What the heck, no beanie? I'm wearing my headphones, so it's harder to get the beanie on. So you get to see my fact that I haven't shaved my hair in 2 days.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really thought you were gonna just drop him into like D or like bottom of C or something like that. Like I really thought you were just going to dump Machias and keep walking.
Mark grew on me so much over the course of this game. I love Mark now.
Let's go.
Like completely unironically, like he's up there for me.
Yeah, he's absolutely outrageous and a super like overreactionary character. But
He
like
is.
you look at his morals and you see those softer bits and you're like, you know something, Mark, you're pretty damn all right.
Doing his Bond events in my second playthrough is what really sold me. Doing more of his Bond events.
Yeah.
And like just playing through the game a second time and kind of seeing those early events through the lens of knowing the character.
Yeah.
Actually, it's wild because that's what made me hate Uses more.
Oh, the field study?
You're talking
about the Bond event.
Yeah, like going back through, like going through the game a second time. I'm like, God, Uses, what's wrong with you? And like, Mark, precious, my precious child, you're safe now.
Yeah. Between the two, Machias for sure still gets more love than Uses.
Yeah.
And you know, he's effective in combat. The shotgun goes crazy.
Dude, I used him in combat like twice. And then I found out that he has his chrono burst.
Yeah.
Like his time manipulation craft. I'm like, what?
Yep. He's
wild.
He is him. Yeah.
Dude's a legend. No, I love him. Also, he's clinically insane. Serves fish and chips with coffee and a side of hot dogs.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna lie to you, that is
actual lunch. An actual lunch that they ate on screen.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that is unhinged. I can't lie.
Dude's hinges are completely und. That phrase did not go the way I was expecting it to. I apologize. I need to apologize.
Those things sounded better in your head, right?
That's not. Yeah, I'm like, wow, that was stupid. What do you think about Milliam?
Like I said in our kind of general review of Cold Steel, I think that she is the perfectly annoying character.
Guard will be up in the doobly doo.
Yeah.
Zig, I need another moment.
I think she is perfectly annoying. I think that she plays to her bit just like Elisa, like very well, like to a T. She's the the little girl who desires attention, is very loud, etc., etc. The whole 9 yards. Of course, only different. Well, actually, no, I would say even having like the larger friend that handles all the heavy lifting for her. I would say that's also part of the bit of the kind of character that she is.
Is she just the girl from Totoro? My Neighbor Totoro?
Honestly, like, yeah.
But like with like way too much sugar?
Yeah. Yeah. Like if you gave that kid coffee. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I do also think like she gets like an asterisk for bonus points on like, being one of the chosen children of Osborne. And
Yeah.
and sort of like being like an intelligence agent on the low. I think that is pretty interesting and like very cool to see that she, I guess, has the capability to, I guess, at least make like serious reports, kind of.
Yeah.
Right. Like, um, but in the grand scheme of things, where do I put her? Shoot.
I'm gonna make a suggestion.
Yeah.
All right. And I want you to tell me what you think.
Okay. I was thinking literally that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one brain cell.
See.
Dude, this is why we're co-hosts. We share the brain.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah.
There's a lot about Milliam that I like. There's a lot about her that I don't.
Yeah.
I actually do like the like hyperactive girl, like hyperactive small child bit. I think it's fun. Right? Yeah. But in small doses. And we only get small doses of her.
Yeah.
So it works.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on with her that is interesting. Like she's definitely like main plot relevant.
Yeah.
But does not own pants.
Also true.
It's to own pants.
Forgot about that bit.
Yep. Yeah. Other than that, though, she's like I don't know. She's fine.
She's basically in that spot because she's also not horny while being the way she is. That's what it is.
Thank God.
She's not horny.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about how the fact that Cold Steel suddenly made the Trails franchise just really horny for no reason?
Yeah, like, it's funny because like I'm thinking about like Sky and I guess Zero, and I'm like they like some characters were pretty horny there too, actually.
It just but like a lot. It was a lot cranked up. Yeah, I feel like the anime. I feel like someone found the anime knob.
Right,
and they're like, ooh.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm like, God. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm not opposed to it. But
right.
like it's a departure.
Yeah.
Misty. We're listening to her theme right now. I don't know if you can hear it.
I can't hear it, but
got the Abed time theme going right now. Actually, in the YouTube version, it's not going to be playing the whole time. But in the live version, just for y'all, it's playing the whole time.
Yeah. God, I love Abed time.
That
being said, I think I put her plot twist kind of sort of up there, like with how like Crows surprised me too, like in a way, because I mean shoot, like unless you're really looking for it, or you're just really smart, like you're not expecting her to be everything that she is,
right?
Okay, there's like what, like okay, cool, like she's the oh my god, I almost said actress, but no, she's an opera singer. There we go. She's an opera singer, and then she's secretly the radio host, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. And then she's also an Anguisse, and also a witch, I guess.
I'll say like the one like hint into that is that Emma recognizes the smell.
Yeah, right. Like,
And
what was
I'm
it? Yeah,
like,
what was it like? Oh, man, I forget what song she picked
lavender,
up,
I
but
think.
there we go. It was lavender. Yeah,
Yeah.
watch that come up. Just something being described as like lavender scented. Watch that come up somewhere.
Oh God, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
and
that's gonna
then
come back.
also, okay. Hold on. I gotta throw this out here. Emma had not heard her voice up to that point
Right.
because she doesn't listen to the radio. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how have you not listened? How has no one? How
Yeah.
has that interaction never occurred? Like,
Right.
I guess not everyone has. Wait, does she have a radio in her room?
I wouldn't know.
I'm gonna look that up.
Please
Someone
do.
look that up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
boot
doubt it
up
'cause,
Cold
she's
Steel
also very
later.
bookish, right?
She
Like
is very
she's very
bookish, but
bookish,
like,
so it's like,
if you're if you're bookish, often at least I like to listen to music while I read,
that makes sense. Yeah,
and so I would have a radio.
yeah,
Like, but maybe she doesn't. I don't know.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like, I found that like, but like when that happened, I was like, okay, that's weird, but
yeah, right?
whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and then the plot, and then Emma freaks out when she hears
Mhm.
her voice over the radio. She's like, everyone's like, oh, it's Misty, and she's like, how do you know this person? What are you talking about?
I
Oh my
love that. I can't
God!
lie. Yeah.
And then we
Oh,
get the unskippable bird cutscene.
your
Everyone
favorite
loves
part?
the unskippable bird cutscene. It's where a bird flies
No.
around for 2.5 minutes.
Is that actually how long that like happens for? Like
It's 2 minutes.
it's 2 minutes?
It's 2
smokes.
minutes of just a bird going in a circle
Oh my
for 2
God.
minutes.
Wow.
Anyway, Cold Steel, everyone.
Yeah. Um,
I don't know where to put her.
this one is a bit tough, right? Uh,
Like, if this was like a waifu tier list, she'd obviously be on top.
oh, absolutely. There's no dispute about that. But
Yeah. Okay,
mm,
second from the top. Get to that.
right.
Yeah. But like,
um,
I'm probably gonna put her down here with Carl.
I think that's valid.
You can hang out
Right,
with
like,
Carl.
she's
Carl's a cool
up
guy.
there.
I ship this.
Hey, honestly, yeah.
Why not?
They would
He needs a
definitely,
wife.
they would 100% go for coffee.
Yeah.
They would 100%.
I mean, Carl could be a villain. We don't
Man,
know.
If that happens, I'm quitting the series. You
You're
understand?
gonna hang up that hat.
I'm-
Which hat are you gonna hang up? Own a hat.
I own a few. Do I wear them ever? No. Because,
Okay, I was like, I never used to own hats, or I never used to wear hats when I had hair,
yeah,
because I hated it. But
yeah.
now I don't
yeah,
have hair,
It's
so I wear hats all the time.
with me. I guess as a quick aside, with me, it's like if I wear like like snapbacks or like caps in particular, I finally take them off, and then my hair changes shape. So
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
so that's I mean, it's not necessarily hard to manage. Just gotta obviously like comb it out or whatever. But I'm also like, I don't want to deal with that. That's also why I don't wear headphones, because I'm not trying to like
Oh, that
take
makes
them off
sense.
and turn to the side, and I just have like a dent in my head.
I
Like,
had a student. I had a student who did that. He cut his hair specifically to have a spot for his headphones.
Holy smokes.
I felt bad for his barber. It was crisp.
That's
Though.
that's dedication.
It was crisp.
I like that.
Look,
I like
he was a
yeah.
teenager who had actual like Beats headphones. Gonna show him off.
Yeah,
It was important to him, Teenagers
Yeah.
have to have. Like, I had a Sony Walkman. I was a kid.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that was a big deal when I was a kid.
Also true.
So I had that thing on me all the time. I'm like, yeah, man, I'm just listening to my Walkman.
Yeah.
Slap the tape in it.
What a time. What a time. Holy smokes.
Shout outs to the wall.
Yeah, we miss you. Kind of.
Who the hell's this?
That is the military teacher whose name is escaping me.
Nightheart. There we go.
There we go.
Dude likes swimming. 10 out of 10. Beat here.
That's nuts. But also, you know what? Valid. Because, like, again, I'm looking at everybody underneath him, and I'm like, yeah, like, you're just a damn good teacher.
The man way method. Dude, I love
Yep.
that bit. That was such a
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Nightheart is cool. I hope to see more of him.
I'm really glad he survived the duking of the Garrelia Fortress or whatever.
Yeah, he was the first person I thought of when I read that in the
Dude,
news. I was like, did Neidhart go there? Like, was he there still? Like,
yeah, because like the last thing we saw was him going to the
Right.
literally. I think it's like the scene prior.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, he's cool.
yeah. Neidhart's great.
Patrick.
Good old Patrick T. High Arms.
I
He's chivalrous. I'll give him that. I guess not for good reasons.
I
but
warmed up
it's
to
fair. Yeah, like
a little bit.
gives you room for that, right? Yeah,
but like the C tier
yeah. I think that's a good spot.
does have the best boss music.
You know what? True. Yeah,
Does have the best boss
surprisingly.
music. It's literally our end card.
Yeah,
That's how good his boss music
yeah.
is.
Oh, we're finally here.
Oh
We're
boy.
here.
Boy.
This guy.
Reen T. Schwarzer.
Mr. MC himself.
He stands for Reen Schwarzer. I don't know. He might have a middle name. I don't know. I just came up with one.
I don't think he does. But yeah.
We're gonna put him in the cop tier just while we're talking about him.
Mm.
So I have him like queued up. Not staying in the cop tier because he's not a cop.
Right.
Reen is my least favorite protagonist.
Yeah, of the three. Like,
Of the three.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not counting Kevin, right? Kevin does not count as a protagonist.
Listen, as far as I'm
The
concerned,
villain.
He's the villain.
He's the villain. I feel like because I saw your hand move, and I feel like you just pressed the Vine Boom sound on your soundboard, even though no.
Wait, actually, where is my stream deck is over on this side right now. No, we're good.
I just saw your hand move to where I know your stream deck usually is.
I just changed my posture. That's all. That's all.
Okay,
that happened there.
okay. I was like,
yeah.
I could have sworn. I'm like, damn. He does.
Listen, you mentioned Kevin or Cassius to me,
Dude,
and I'm
they're the villains.
like they're the villain. Sorry,
villains.
Kevin, but you know it's true.
It is. More information. Watch our Trails of the Third review coming soon. All right. Now, saying that Reen is my least favorite protagonist does not make him a bad character.
Yeah, correct. Yes, a lot of people get confused. He's not bad.
Yeah, I like Reen. I love his stupid speeches. I love the fact that he's tired of having to be the main character.
Yeah, I love how aware he is that like he's been put on this pedestal.
Yeah,
it's just like, yo, why is it me? Like, what's going on here? Like, you guys,
it's like, is there like a camera following me around or something, approximately like 10 feet behind my shoulder? That'd be real awkward.
Yeah, right.
But like, no Estelle, but really
Right,
no
yeah.
one is.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And
That is-
as much as Lloyd Bannings is a cop, we love Lloyd Bannings.
yeah, Lloyd Bannings is him.
All cops, but we still have to love Lloyd Bannings.
Yeah.
That being said, like as far as like Class 7 goes, Anna, like, I don't want to do here.
It's tough, right? Because one thing, like thinking about it more now that I'm not exactly enjoying about Reen is that like, you know, he obviously has so many like great skills and talents and so on, right? Like he's built up to be like this really, really like just good, skilled person.
Yeah.
And then at numerous
he's-
points throughout the story, it almost feels like he sort of like reaches out for like a bit of pity, not even necessarily from the people around him, but like, you know, us, the player, in a way, right? It's like, yeah, like sure I can wield a sword real good, but like, you know, I'm adopted, and I'm like, okay. And he keeps kind of like
Oh my
He,
god!
like, he keeps-
yeah, you're not
he
even
keeps
wrong.
playing that note though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it always kind of comes back.
My
to that.
family's
It's
not my
not-
real family.
Right. Like, and he keeps doing that to himself even after pushing past it. Like I got annoyed with him when he sent that letter to Elise and like, she storms to the school and all like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I after like learning what he actually wrote to her, I sat there and I was like, bro, what are you what is what I why? What you like you've apparently had this conversation at least twice by now.
Yeah.
Why are we still like here? Why are we so like deeply rooted in this still? Like if it was something he was still kind of like growing past, like while he was like, when he came to Thor's or whatever,
Oh.
cool. But like, yeah, I just feel like he the way he is written and towards us, the player, he's like, yeah, he reaches out for a bit of pity sometimes. And I'm just like, there's literally no reason for this right now. Like you are literally so cool and everybody around you is telling you constantly that you are cool.
Yeah.
Like have some confidence in yourself.
To borrow a phrase that you a lot,
Yeah.
he is him.
He's him.
Yeah. And like and Reen just suffered. Like Reen is the person who is the least needing to suffer from self-confidence issues.
Yes.
Like he
Yes.
studies the Blade. Studies Blade, the card game.
Yeah.
He's got 2 canonical girlfriends.
Yeah.
He's the main character. He can morb.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Like, also, what's up with that?
No, literally what it like
like
wonder.
literally, what is up with that? Like, this is bizarre. Also, hi Fox. I'm
Right.
sorry. I didn't want to
It was
interrupt.
Papa Fox. Yeah, I remember like theorizing with you in our other discussion about this. That like like maybe he was one of the kids or somebody who was left behind from that giant incident. I'm so mad I'm forgetting the dang village's name again. The same one Joshua was from. Like, maybe he's
Haman?
connected to that.
Hamas?
Oh my god, it does start with an H.
Oh.
But yeah,
Hamill.
There we go.
Thanks.
So I was like, maybe
wow,
he's, like,
having a chat for this is so convenient. We don't need to
Right,
remember
it is,
things.
yeah. It's so good.
Yo, we need
But,
to definitely hummus. Oh, I love hummus.
But like, like I'm like maybe he's somebody who's connected to that incident in some way. And like, obviously since that was in Erebonia, I believe Hamill was in Erebonia or part of Erebonia, like, he got scooped up by the Schwarzers from there or something like that, and so on and so forth. Like I theorize this, by the way, chat, because I'm thinking of some of those flashbacks that we kind of see of him, and also I'm thinking of like, something what could have possibly scarred him as well. Because we don't have any idea as to like what the heck is going on with that, like that transformation he's able to do, the good old silver-haired, red-eyed power, the ultra instincts, the beast. But yeah, like I don't know, man. Reen.
That's the thing. That's
I want to like
the other
him
thing. Reen,
Yeah.
he is a designated main character.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I like him less than Estelle and
Yes.
Lloyd, because Estelle has a lineage.
Yeah.
She doesn't have like designated main character energy. She's not like she does not solve her own game's plot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, she has more main character energy in Zero than she does in Sky.
Also true. Yeah.
Okay, Sky third, but that's because after Sky's second chapter, Estelle and Josh are just so comically overpowered for the setting. It's just not even funny.
Right. Yeah. Right. Like in some ways, in some ways, like comparing Estelle and Reen again, like Estelle was thrust responsibility in similar ways that we see with Reen, to be honest, where it's like, hey, like you pick this, or hey, you get everybody together, or whatever else. But like, I think Estelle handles it significantly differently, like where like literally she didn't have that sort of confidence. Like it was completely new to her. With Reen, it doesn't quite come off the same way. Like he actually might be the same type of like inexperienced that Estelle was. But I feel like he like really like owns it more than Cat. He owns it more than Estelle does or did, like when it's time for like the those first steps, like if we're matching step for step, like if there comes a time to call a shot on anything or to take responsibility for something or take leadership, etc. Like Reen is very quickly almost like a switch. Like he'll he'll sort of be like very timid and offhand, and then he'll see something and be like, "Okay, listen, like here we go," or "Hey, I got this," right?
Yeah.
Whereas Estelle is sort of more like the, "Okay, everybody's here, like I'm just like I'm invested in this on an emotional level, like I'm going to try," as opposed to I'm going to do it. I'm going to try. Green is I'm going to
Es-
do it. Like
Estelle
he's confident in himself very suddenly.
Estelle has a different leadership type as well. Or
Yeah, that's
Estelle
that's what it boils down to. Yeah,
Estelle brings everyone. She's the person who does brings the best out of everyone around her and brings
yeah,
everyone's strengths to the table.
yeah,
And she uplifts the party where I feel like Reed does like the motivational friendship speech, but he's like,
yeah.
I
He tries.
got this.
It's different. Right.
Back me up.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Yes. Exactly that.
Um and and Lloyd also like has more of the Lloyd is like, I'm an idiot, but you're all great,
Yeah.
and we're gonna do it. And
Yeah.
I got this with you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Randy,
Yeah.
kick this dude's ass. Just points at Randy. Kick his ass, Randy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Randy's like, I am the
yeah.
muscle, yes. However it is Randy talks, I don't know. I freaking I love Zero. Dude, I need to get back to Crossbell. Needs a video game company. I need to get back to Crossbell. Oh my god. Thank you.
Dude. As an aside, it's about to turn into like almost like a race in and of itself after Azure drops.
Dude, when Azure
Like,
drops, yeah, you and I are just gonna be like
we're taking off.
marathoning.
Like,
dude,
yeah.
dude, nothing can stop us.
Yeah, literally.
Nothing.
Oh man.
I'm gonna be a full-time Trails streamer for like a year.
Literally. Yeah, I'm telling you, the rest of this
I've been
year is
really
doomed.
worried. I've been really worried about that actually, because I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna burn out on
That
it.
makes sense.
But like I kind of don't know that I will.
Right, it's one of those. Yeah, it's
Like,
I get that.
Like I'm like, the series is so good that I'm not really concerned about that. Like I'm still gonna like take my time. I'm not like gonna rush for Reverie.
Of course. Yeah.
So I've got like 6 games before Reverie.
Oh,
Which is insane. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're not gonna
It's
hit
insane.
that on day 1. But like,
No.
I
Well, mean,
think
honestly. Oh yeah, no.
we got a little bit of drip feed for Trails in the Dark, which is the hypothetical English name for Kuro. In the file, it's in the file.
Yeah, because I think Kuro. I could be very wrong, but I think it translates to like shadow. I guess or dark.
There's like a lot of like black or shadow.
Yeah, because I think
it's
Kage
like
is shadow.
darkness.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
but yeah,
but like I think also Dawn. Like I think Trails into Dawn is like one of the fan translation names. But I like Trails into the Dark. Trails in the Dark sounds dope. It gave me real Are You Afraid of the Dark vibe. I'm like, I need a Trails logo that's shaped like that. But
some people have translated to
Trails before Dawn.
Okay.
I like Trails in the Dark though. I think it's an interesting title. And I think Calvard's gonna be a really
God, Calvard's gonna be a mess.
I have no idea what's going on. All we know is there's like another terrorist group. And that's it. That's all we know.
Yeah.
We're getting distracted though. We could talk about characters in this game.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, at least we kept it to Trails though.
We did.
For what it's worth. But
look, it's better than we.
Yeah, Reen.
Yeah,
true.
Reen's pretty. Yeah, I think I've said everything I really want to say about Reen. Are we happy with him in the spot?
Yeah, actually.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
he's good there.
Rufus Alborea.
Oh, Rufus is cool. I think he's probably like the most present of the class 7 founders.
I'll agree with that. I don't know that he's a B tier character though. Again, we have to ask ourselves the question: is he better than a sister complex? And I just don't think he is.
Because he's got a brother complex. Oh no!
Done. What have you done?
No.
Well, the sibling complex club gets to hang out right here and see.
Yeah, that's really what it is. GG's.
All right, we're gonna move. We're gonna do this in a slightly different order. I want to do Scarlet first, and then we're gonna talk. Then we got back to back Great Fire.
Yo, true.
Okay, I'm gonna just say it. Scarlet is a great rack and nothing else.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free.
She does have the eye patch.
Yar har fiddle dee dee.
That being
Slider,
said,
writer, and D. What?
Just kidding.
B for booba or what's
B
up?
for boobs, yes.
Say no more.
That was the joke. Thank you. Thank you for explaining the joke.
I got you.
We were getting there. No, like that's it. That's her whole shtick. Like, haha, I'm here. Darn you, Class 7 and Reen Schwarzer in particular.
Yeah, literally, I'll get you next time, Gadget, and your little cat too.
Oh my god, she's literally he's a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Camera?
Yeah.
Hello, camera? Why are you zoomed in there? Whatever.
Oh.
I'm just fuzzy now. There we go. Thanks, camera.
Nice. There, yeah, we're back.
Very cool. Yeah, that's all I got on her.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, shoot, that's literally all we got on her.
All right. Now we've got Street.
Oh, let's go.
All right, man. We got to talk about
with that first one. Yeah.
To talk about this.
She's the best.
We have a turning off.
Oh. Yeah.
Do we have an S tier character?
Yeah.
That's the question.
I absolutely think so.
All right. Is there a tier S for Sarah? And I'm gonna be 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there is. I love Sarah. I know we both love Sarah. Yep. I know you've laid dibs.
Yep.
Sarah's my favorite functional alcoholic in the whole game. And I don't know, man. Something about her.
Yeah, like she carries the narrative in places. In some ways it's a little more on the subtle side, but I think she carries narrative in places that I like when describing Fee earlier, that I almost kind of sort of wished Fee like could or did.
Mm-hmm.
In just like even if it was just like knowledge, I guess, right? Because Fee, despite being in like a Jaeger Corps before and all that stuff, and like having the kind of history that she has, like I feel like in terms of like knowledge, I mean, okay, sure, she knows her way around explosives, I guess, you know, but like as far as like things that kind of happen in the world around her group and stuff, like she's either very like she keeps that either to herself or she doesn't know, I guess. And so I'm just kind of like, okay. But like Sarah, even if she doesn't have like a clear answer to something, she is pretty good about showing or telling her interpretation of what's going on. And then of course, you know, directly she teaches the class and helps grow them all into like, you know, fine students, I guess, you know, very capable students. And I mean shit, she's like, I think she's one of 2 bracers that we see throughout the game.
Her and Toval.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's one of 2 bracers, or I guess ex bracers that we see through the game. And I'm like, yeah, you're cool as hell. Like the purple, the moniker Purple Lightning. Yeah, you deserve that and then some. Like take your crown, queen. You got it.
She is an A tier, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she is not Cassia's bright status.
And even like Estelle at this point still beat. If I remember correctly.
Oh my god, I think you're right. Yeah, I think
yeah, her and Josh.
B-tier. She shouldn't be, but that's
well,
that's
like kind of okay, that's a completely different.
Yeah.
I like for all those reasons. And I don't know, man. Just I like her.
Yeah, she's good. Sarah, whoa, she's great.
Sarah's great. I love her weapons as well.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The like sword gun combo.
Yes.
Yeah. If I had a complaint, that she needs to stop hitting on Reem.
Yeah, that is something that works against her.
One major complaint.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she'd be tier 1.
I can understand, like, if we're talking like an adult to a younger person, and this is something like I've grown up with and I've seen it, I can understand kind of sort of how you might tease somebody younger than you, but when that younger person is your student,
the power dynamic, like as a teacher myself, I find like messing with that power dynamic really kicks me.
It's nuts. Yeah.
Like there are whole games that I've completely dodged. The whole thing is like
right. It has
it revolves around that.
Yeah.
Got another good one coming up here.
Yo,
Sharon.
Sharon is nuts,
dude. Sharon,
literally.
Yes, literally, quite literally. Same. I don't know where to put. Like,
I think she's A. Yeah.
At bare minimum.
Yeah. With context, similarly crazy reveals, but she's one of the characters I think who like kind of suffers from needing that context in order for it to really hit.
Oh yeah, like while before the reveal, like she's kind of like, all right, I'm like, all right, I'm picking up what she's putting down. She's like kind of this mildly sinister, trying to get Alyssa
yeah.
Which I'm like, you know what? Good wingmanning.
Right.
After the reveal. Actually, the end of chapter 6 is when it's like, what on earth?
Right. Yeah.
And I should have picked it up that she was at that point. I should have known.
Right.
Because I'm like in the binding chains. And then and then she talks, and then like I should have known, because Forcers are like one of the only people. Forcers or S rank bracers are the only
basically
it's proper the title.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, she's not a bracer.
Right.
And so she had to be an enforcer.
Yeah.
You know what the actual thing that actually clicked in my head was? Stupid. The jump. She does the jump. Yeah, I said this in our proper review. Jump, where she has the jump. The fade, because only enforcer level people.
Yeah.
That's the biggest visual cue.
I just kind of put a piece together here, and I'm pressed. I didn't think about this before. Now there's no game or anything I think to cover this. Maybe there'll be some sort of like flashback for it or something. But when Cassius had to go to Erebonia, and Sarah later when talking with Sharon, later refers to like, you know, obviously they've crossed paths before, and I guess Sharon's gotten in her way before, whatever, right? Like, what if those events are kind of like, you know,
I do not need Cassius Bright to be involved in yet another character's backstory.
But
he will be,
because like. Right, because, you know, like I'm thinking about the fact that obviously like Ouroboros was for whatever reason occupying a part of Erebonia. Right? And so Cassius had to go and help the bracers in Erebonia. So that's linked. That's linked.
Oh wait, no, that's my
linked.
God,
that's linked. I'm telling you, that's linked.
That makes so much sense.
Because
dude, I
hate. I was like, oh yeah, cool that she was linked to Sarah before, and they like kind of sort of like know or knew each other or whatever. But they're on opposing sides, so how would? And then it hit me, and I was like, whoa!
Oh my God! And you know what? Play trails to find out.
That's really what it is. Play trails to find out.
I love Sharon.
Yeah, Sharon is great. 10. I honestly though, my first like I guess kind of impression of her after we kind of saw what she was doing, right, with just being everywhere all at once, and all that stuff. I actually thought that she was going to be revealed to be some sort of like a high level Reinford tech or something. Like I thought she was basically about to be like Nina from Dead or Alive.
I was figuring something very similar.
Yeah. God, I blew my own mind just now.
Dude, you blew my mind. Blew everyone's mind.
What?
Felix, I have
Yeah.
phenomenal news.
Yes.
It's Toa time.
Let's go. You already know what it is.
Dude, we all know
Put her
what
in
it
her
is.
place. Yes.
Toa, Reen's other canonical girlfriend. You want to know a fun fact that I've discovered? You want to know an actual fun fact? All of Toa's side quests are mandatory.
Oh, you're right.
All of her side quests are mandatory.
Yo.
The only thing you don't have to do is her bonds.
Right.
But
Wow.
still great. I love Toa. Toa's
good.
I love the hyper competent secretary / student president archetype. It's one of my favorite character archetypes in the whole. And I don't know, man. Toa just does it really well. She's cute. She's fun.
It was good.
One of my favorite archetypes. Just she's so small and convenient, travel sized.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I just
gotta protect
more Toa,
protect her at
please.
all costs. Like, yeah.
Dude, I swear, if something happened to her in Crossbell, I was about to go blow up Crossbell.
Yep.
Straight up. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go wage war right now.
You would have manned the cannons yourself?
I would have. I'm like, we cannot allow this place to live.
Yo.
If she cannot be around, then no one can.
Oh my God, we're probably gonna see like a sprite of her in Azure. Yeah, that's gonna be so cute. Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer?
I actually haven't watched it yet. I told myself I was going to do that when I finished Zero to sort of like nicely cap off Zero, right? And then I didn't do it. I have to.
Man, I gotta tell you something.
Yeah.
So we now know all the crazy stuff that happens from the perspective of Erebonia.
Yes.
Dude, stuff is gonna go down.
Yeah.
Trailer's dope. The trailer's 10 out of 10.
I'll be sure to watch it. I'll pull it up tomorrow even maybe.
Yeah, maybe pull it up. Yeah, tomorrow's fine.
Like tomorrow, yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm excited.
Oh, Dick Van Dyke. Principal. I love this old.
Yo, he's great. He's great, honestly. I wish we got more of him, but he's great.
A tank in half.
True. Yeah.
With a sword, but he's like.
Yeah, he's still in there. No complexes, but
but like the dude's like he's cool, but like nothing. He doesn't do.
Yeah.
Although I do like his quest messages.
Oh yeah.
He's like, and I've run out of room. Just starts going on a little mini rant.
Yeah.
I wonder if you read this.
I hope nothing happens to him, because I know in these stories they'll kind of like show like, you know, the original generation of people who are here to defend this country, and then like kind of obviously get rid of the old people first, kind of.
Yeah.
So I really do hope like nothing happens to him anytime soon, if it happens at all. Definitely want some more Van Dyke for sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
What is this dude's name?
Or
his dad?
Victor.
Victor von Loradad.
Yeah. Our seed or our side?
Our side. Yeah, that sounds
yeah.
Count our side.
Yeah, the one and only.
Cool.
He's not a bracer, but I think he's like kind of supposed to be on like level L with an S rank bracer or something, right? Like
he's like a Cassius. Like Erebonia's Cassius.
Right. Yeah. He's cool. His sword is even more comically large than Laura's.
It's true. And I love it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm here for it. He swings it with one hand too, doesn't he?
The menace.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Has the best S-craft in the game.
True.
I don't know. He's a cool guy, but like he doesn't do a whole lot. So I just kind of shoved him up to B tier.
That's fun too, because he's like really, really cool. And I think what he does contribute, you know, it's really nice. It's cool to see. It's like, oh, cool. Like we got another supportive dad. Like great, you know.
Yeah.
But then he's also gone just as quickly as he was there.
You can hang out with the other dad.
You know what? That's good.
We don't have a dad tier today. Just pretend the middle of the B tier is the dad.
Oh, yo, it's him. It's V. Yep.
Yep. That was easy.
Well, that's that tier list. Yeah.
Oh, that was a tier list.
Oh man.
All right. Let's.
Yep.
I'm very happy with our S tier.
Yeah, S tier. You're not changing that. There's no way.
No. Anything you want to talk about for A tier? I think we haven't talked about with any of these.
No, we've gotten everybody.
I'm pretty sure I'm happy with this ordering as well.
Likewise, yes.
You know what? I didn't talk about this with Mark.
Oh yeah.
I really like a fact. We're moving into B tier. I really like the fact that Mark drinks coffee and Eustace drinks tea. And that's just another thing that like they bicker about.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just a big fan of that. I love their dynamic. I love that interaction. I just hate Eustace because of it.
Oh man, I hope Eustace comes I hope he finds a spot in your heart again.
I hope he does. I really hope he does. I don't know. Anything is possible. Here if it'll I gotta move Misty higher.
Yeah.
I was afraid to break up these two. Cat, what the hell's Cat doing up here? Get out of here, Cat. You're only in B tier because you're cute.
That's really what it is. Because otherwise, realistically, that cat would probably be somewhere in C.
Exactly.
Yeah. So bottom of B. Yeah, makes sense.
Do we have anything to say about the sister complex tier?
Oh God. No. It's just Van Dyke. I hope we can have more to say about you next time for Cold Steel 2 and beyond, because we got to get you out of there, man.
Where would you put Olivier on this? Because Olivier wasn't on this tier list because I'm a bad content creator.
God. Okay. If I'm thinking strictly Cold Steel, he maybe also sits high C, low B.
I'd agree with that.
Because
I would probably put him near Eustace. I'd probably put him low B.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I could see him maybe above, or I could see him maybe above Neidhart.
Definitely.
And then I'm also he also kind of dotes on his siblings. Then he's also a creep, but he's also barely present in this game. But then I think about the fact that he is the brainchild of Class 7 based on his experiences in other regions, or at least in Liberal. I obviously he put together a lot behind the scenes. I just wish we kind of saw more of that in the forefront of things, as opposed to kind of in the latter half of the game.
Olivier is the Matt Mercer of this game, both literally and figuratively, because he feels like he's kind of the DM.
Yeah.
Because he's doing a lot of the planning.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of the back end.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's voiced by Matt Mercer is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it
because
is. I heard his voice. I think if I had the Vine Boom back then when I was first playing it, I definitely would have played it on hearing his voice. Because when I heard that voice, I said, there is no way he's here too.
I didn't recognize him.
I was like, there's no way. Really?
I never interacted with Matt Mercer outside of Gen Con.
Oh.
I don't know Matt Mercer from things. I've just met him once.
Okay, that makes sense. I was watching Soul Eater at the time, or around the time that I was playing Trails, and so he plays another character in that, and I was like,
yeah.
It's just the same voice. It's just him.
Because the only times I've ever interacted with Matt Mercer at an anime con that I was staffing, and then he was at the after party, and then at Gen Con I ran into their community. I ran into the community manager for Critical Role, and she was hauling a bunch of stuff, and I'm in my uniform and stuff for my for helping staff the con, and I'm like, hey, I'll help
Yeah.
carry that. And then
Yeah.
like I was like, oh hey, I know you exist, and it's like, oh yeah, and I never knew what Matt Mercer did. I just am like, oh, he's a voice actor.
Yeah.
And like, because I've met a lot of voice actors through running cons.
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of like, cool, it's them.
It's Matt. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's crazy.
One of my favorite things in the entire world is I got to meet Chris Sabat.
Oh yeah.
The dude's so
That's
funny.
cool. He's great. He's great. I got to meet him in Sean Channel once, and I think I got Sean to sign like a Goku poster I've got somewhere in here.
I used to have a shirt. I used to have a T-shirt that had a signature of everyone from the original Evangelion cast.
Dang.
On it, and I have no idea what happened to that T-shirt.
No way. Oh
it
my,
sucks.
that's so cool. But
Also,
it sucks you don't
the
have
coolest one, the one signature that was the hardest to get was the actor for Gendo Ikari. He doesn't do a lot. He didn't do a lot of con appearances.
Right.
Ages to hunt him down.
That's so wild. That's cool. I hope you find it. I'm gonna keep that in my prayers. Whatever kind of prayers I'll be doing. That you find.
Dude, I haven't seen that stupid thing in 10 years. That thing's gone.
Nah, man, that's gonna be in like the most random box somewhere. Or
it's gonna be in that. It's gonna be in one of those boxes in my closet that have been in the closet. You know those boxes that when you need.
Yep. You just never.
10 years that box has been sitting in that closet.
Yeah. I'm willing to bet something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, C tier is great.
Tier's great. D tier.
Yeah, I think it's also fine.
I mean, if she wasn't a cop, she'd be like.
Yeah, she would be somewhere in. Yeah. She would be somewhere in B.
She does a lot for the plot. Shows up at a bunch of times.
Really cool.
I'm fine with her. Cops. She stays in prison.
Yeah, 100%. Funny enough, I'd probably squeeze her between the two dads. Like if she were to be in any other spot.
I'm sorry.
I see what happened there.
I apologize.
No, it's all right. I did it to myself.
It's late.
It's yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with this tier. It took us 2 hours to do this tier list. Oh my god.
Which is kind of crazy.
There's not a lot here, but we had a lot to talk about, and I really appreciate it because we didn't really
of course.
I'm a big
fan. Yeah, this is great.
You have energy.
I do if you do.
I do, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it this an episode break, and then this bonus tier list will only be for the live.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, let's do it.
You're listening to this on YouTube. This is one more for the road. I, again, am Eric, one of your hosts. Felix.
And I am Felix. You're
so glad to have you back.
Yeah, dude. I'm happy to be back, honestly. Like this is I miss this.
I did too. Everyone, we will see you next week with something very special.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You're not ready for next week.
No one's ready for next week.
You're not.
No one's ready. I have the weirdest hat. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Laters.